Alright, what's up guys? We are back with another video with the scooter, and this video with the scooter is going to be a good one because this one is the 171 kit. So as you can see, I already have this thing pretty much torn apart. There's already enough videos on the big bore kit installs, so I didn't want to go through all the steps and all that. Just basically the quick rundown on the setup I will be running on mine. As you can see, I have everything out of it. Stock pistons right here, stock cam, rockers, stock head, cylinder. If you guys want to know, so a lot of the guys that do this, they'll do the 171 kit and say it's really not that big of a deal because you're going from a 150 to 171. But realistically, these motors half the time aren't actually 150 cc's. More or less, they're like in the 140s. This cylinder head actually is showing me what it actually is, which is 149, so it's probably closer to 148. And then this takes it to 172, and it's going to be having the T100 cam, so it'll help raise it up. It's almost about 15 cc's of a jump. It doesn't sound like much, but when you pair it with the big valve head and a cam, it does really wake it up. As you guys know, my last setup, I was running the chrome NCY intake manifold, which is similar to this black one, but I got the black one because I ordered the O-ring for this one because the O-ring is starting to go and fray out already. So I ended up putting this NCY one on the back burner, grabbed the gloss black one, got the exhaust, of course, taking that exhaust off, ran through another exhaust clamp. I think that's on my end though. From between vibration and being too tight, it ended up snapping again. It was only cracked, but as soon as I loosened it, it cracked off. When you go to do this, especially on these style scooters, you have to release this shock. So you have to. I just went ahead and disconnected it from the back here, and then you're gonna want to make sure you brace under the motor. I just have like a little car jack holding onto it because the way it sits in there, it's too high up, so you can't get the engine shroud off. You won't be able to pull out the cylinder head or the valve setup off of it because it's too close to this bar, so it ends up knocking into it. So you have to release this shock from the back to allow the motor to even itself out, almost basically just flat, so you can just slide it straight out. Then you have enough space to actually pull it off. But just keep in mind, make sure everything is in time when you do it. If you don't know, it's easier to show you with the valve or the stock cam on it, but there is a timing mark, and you're going to want to line it up with this little piece right here. On the flywheel, you'll have a timing mark, which is a line. You probably are not going to be able to see it on this because I can barely see it in person. But there's a little line on this flywheel, and you line that line up with this piece on the engine case itself. And then, obviously, on the stock cam, you have the two dots with two lines on it. Those two lines are going to come in line with the motor itself, or I should say the valve head. So you'll see that too. But let's go ahead and go through the parts list quick so you guys can see the 171 build that I'm going to be running on mine. So the first two is going to be the NCY 28mm intake manifold. This thing is smooth. It's like ported basically. It's like a nice little polished intake manifold, so it's nice and smooth. Next will be the Prima magnetic volt kit. This one's just because. You don't need this. It's just because. And it's nice to have the magnet in there, even though all you're really going to catch is bearing material. It's still nice to do that. And then you have the two CVT bolts. These should collect metal pretty quick from those gears constantly grinding against each other. Next up, we have the Tata T100 cam. This is a mid-range cam, and I actually ran this on my last 171 build, and I actually really like the way this performs, so I ended up grabbing another T100 cam, and Tata's always solid, so another Tata T100 cam. Of course, we have the Tata Motorsports big valve head. Let me grab that out. Gotta dig through all these packing peanuts. Just so you know, the packing peanuts are crazy, guys. So I might have to put a hold on this because I did not realize this piece. I got no valves. But this is going to be the Tata big valve head. So yeah, that's going to be put on hold because obviously I cannot use the head without valves. But besides that, which was very interesting, we also went with the Pro Build forged piston setup. If you don't know, this is actually a Tata cylinder head. Just so you guys know, this is actually Tata. Tata is super known for installing the pistons, and that's just who Rolling Wrench buys from. It's just a rebrand. That's actually why I got that, because I figured this would go perfect with the Tata head, but I didn't realize the Tata head did not have valves in it. I'm pretty sure that's not what I bought, but yeah, I'll go ahead and contact that guy. That's from the GY6 store, so we'll see if he can remedy that for me. But yeah, so we got that. We got this. Obviously, this is from Rolling Wrench, which he sends the 2 big base gaskets with it, which is super cool because if you don't know, the 2 base gaskets, one is thicker for a lower compression and one is thinner for a higher compression. I'm going to be running the thinner gasket, so I have the thicker, or I have the higher compression, which should bump it up to about 12.1. I think it's going to be the compression ratio for that. And then with that high compression, with that cam, it should be a pretty fun scooter. On my last build that I did with the same setup, obviously I had valves. That same setup I could do, and keep in mind this is on a giant Vento style scooter. I was running low 80s. It was actually a pretty impressive little scooter for what it was. Obviously it's just a 171, but it would do low 80s all the time. 70s I could hit 70 like it was nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get all this stuff done in here. Just wanted to give you guys an update and little sneak peek of the 171 process. Like I said though, I will be running a Tata big valve head. Yeah, but alright, I'm gonna go ahead, get this all wrapped up, and I already posted a picture on my YouTube channel of what I got going on, so I will post again, or I'll probably make a video with it running and all that good stuff, that way you guys can actually see, and maybe I'll do some test runs for you guys so you can see speed runs on how it actually feels, especially once I get into this. Once I start getting into this and changing this, I'll show you guys exactly everything, and I'll even show you some speed runs with it. But it should be able to take this thing up to 70, no problem. But besides that, if you guys want to know where I got everything, I got a majority of this. So I got those 4 items back here are from the GY6 store. It was actually a set. It was supposed to be a Tata forged piston setup too, but I ended up, I guess, not reading it correctly, so he ended up sending me a Tata big valve, or a dome piston, and I wasn't trying to run the high compression dome piston, so I had to reorder the cylinder so I can get the flat top, because I know I could raise their compression with Rolling Wrench's gasket setup, or should I say Tata's gasket setup, which is nice because like it literally just brings it a little bit closer between the two, which is nice. And then obviously the big valve head. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get all the stuff thrown in, because you guys have already seen where I got all this from now. So GY6 store and Rolling Wrench. So Rolling Wrench, GY6 store. I got the Nibby intake as well as the pod filter from Uni, and then I still am running the little eBay 28mm carb, which looks similar to another one, but you know, if you know, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get all this stuff thrown in, and yeah, I'll let you know of any other issues I ran into. I did watch another guy on YouTube. His name is Mini Me. I saw how he had to do a little bit of modifications because the thicker exhaust studs on these, with the 171 kit, it actually has issues with clearance, so that should be fun to deal with. My fan shroud on the bottom already has kind of a cutout, so I might have to cut it out a little bit more, but I'll see. And I might have to actually like wedge out the exhaust so I can actually get a little bit of play left and right. But overall, it should be pretty straightforward. But just want to give you guys a little touch base on the 171 kit for this. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video because it will be of me running this puppy. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. And like always, if you want if you want me to keep making some more videos, if you can, share the channel, and let me know what you guys are thinking. All right, peace.